Hey guys. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really special video. Actually, it's not really special, it's a fun video. Yeah, I don't know why I said special. So I have this gigantic box from, where is this place? Bookoutlet. They were having a bunch of books that were $5.99 and I was like, fuck it, let's just go all in. This is the last box of like physical books that I'm going to be purchasing all next year. One of my reading goals is to not purchase any new books because I got a Kindle. I got a Kindle for Christmas and it is just it's beautiful. It is truly the best thing. Like, it's truly like one of my greatest gifts I've ever been given. My fiance got it for me and I'm obsessed. And it really has changed my life. I have been a e-reader hater for like as long as I can remember. For like as soon as they came out, and I wasn't even reading like that, I was like, no, never. I'm never gonna get an e-reader. And then he got it for me and I was like, mind blown. Life changed. Okay. So yeah, so I actually bought these before I knew that I was going to get a Kindle. So yeah, so I have more physical books, but yeah, I'm just yapping a lot. Let's open this up. Okay. This is so cute. I'm trying not to show my address. But it says morning may contain awesome books. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is large. Okay. Here they are, all in their glory. Oh my gosh, I actually I ordered these like the 2nd of November, like, or not November, December. I ordered them like maybe the first week of December, but I've been meaning to make this video and I'm just getting around to it, and it's now December 30th. So yeah, I'm gonna do better next year. Okay. So let's that's crazy. I got a Christmas book. Christmas is over, so now I have to wait until next year to read it. So that's fun. That's fun. Let's just I hope I didn't get a lot of Christmas books. I really don't remember what I got. Okay, well, since y'all already saw this book, let me just get into this one. Okay, Christmas at the Lake. This is by Anita Hughes. It says it's the season for love, new dreams, and second chances. That's a little interesting because I honestly am not a huge fan of second chance love, second chance trope. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't really like that. So anyways, do I want to read the back of these books? Yeah, let's read the back of them. Let's read. On Christmas Eve, just hours before their wedding, Rebecca Huntley is left at the altar by Ben Cole, her college sweetheart and fellow co-founder of the hugely successful dating app Dealbreakers. Rebecca is shocked, but a small part of her isn't surprised. Dealbreaker matches potential couples by the things they hate instead of the things they have in common. Lately, she and Ben seem to have less and less in common. He craves the trappings of success while... oh, trappings? I think it's trappings. Of success, while Rebecca enjoys simple things. Rebecca decides to go on their honeymoon in the charming small town of Christmas Cove on the shores of Lake Tahoe. There she runs into an old college friend, Zach Mason, who always had a crush on her, through a misunderstanding Zach believes Rebecca is married to Ben, and Rebecca believes Zach is in a relationship with a sophisticated older woman, when he is really a waiter at the local inn. Okay. People are complicated. Everyone has positive attributes as well as faults, but none are deal breakers when you're really in love. As Christmas week unfolds, will the two learn the truth about each other and then be open for a second chance at love? I don't know what possessed me to get this book. I really don't, because this sounds like everything I hate. So we're not really off to a good start. Second, is this Christmas? It looks like it's Christmas. No. Okay. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. Okay, wait. This is cute. By Talia Hibbett. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it. Bradley Graham is pretty much perfect. He's a star football player, manages his OCD well enough, and comes out on top in all of his classes, except the ones he shares with Celine Bangura. They used to be best friends until Brad decided he was too cool for conspiracy theory obsessed Celine and literally abandoned her for the popular kids table. At least that's how Celine sees it. These days, Brad hates her guts and the feeling is mutual. Dang. So when Celine signs up for a 2-part survival course in the woods, she definitely doesn't expect to find Brad right beside her. Forced to work together for a chance to win the grand prize, Celine and Bradley must trudge through not just mud and dirt, but their messy past. As this adventure brings them closer, they start to remember all the good parts of their history. But has too much time passed, or just enough to spark a new kind of relationship? Okay. Okay, I'm excited for that one. I'm getting into romances. Even though I'm still a thriller girl at heart. But romances are getting to be something I'm leaning more into. I like it. Now, I'm about to check my order history. I'll check it after this video because I don't know if I ordered 2 or if they sent me 2. But if I ordered 2, I'm gonna be pissed because why did I order 2? And I wish I could say that this is the first time, if that's what happened, this is the first time that's happened to me, because it's not. I have done that at least a couple of times where I've accidentally ordered 2 things. Anyways, so this one is what? Did You Hear About Kitty Carr by Crystal Smith Paul. Period. This looks good. I feel like I've heard about this book and that's why I wanted to read it. Also, side note, I love it when people have 3 names or when they go by like their middle and their last name with their first name. I don't know if she has 2 last names or if maybe that, I think she has 2 last names. Smith seems like a last name. So, but I think it's just like, just a little oomph. I love it. Anyways, okay, when Kitty Carr Tate, the 3 names, a white icon of the silver screen dies and bequeaths, I know that word, I just don't know how to pronounce it, her multi-million-dollar estate to the St. John sisters, 3 young wealthy black women. It prompts questions, lots of questions. Well, I would assume so. A celebrity in her own right, Elise St. John would rather focus on sorting out Kitty's affairs rather than deal with the press. But what she discovers in one of Kitty's journals rocks her world harder than any brewing scandal could. And between a cheating fiance and the fallout from a controversial social media post, there are plenty. The truth behind Kitty's ascent to stardom from her beginnings in the segregated South threatens to expose a web of unexpected family ties, debts owed, and debatable crimes that could with one pull unravel the all-American fabric of the St. John sisters and those closest to them. As Elise digs deeper into Kitty's past, she must also turn the lens upon herself, confronting the gifts and burdens of her choices and the power that the secrets of the dead hold over the living. Did You Hear About Kitty Carr is a sprawling page-turner set against the backdrop of the Hollywood machine, an insightful and nuanced look at inherences of family, race, and gender, and the choices some women make to break free of them. Okay, that was really hard for me. I don't know why, but This sounds really good, and it kind of reminds me of, what is that? What is that book? The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That's what this kind of sounds like, and I rated that book 5 stars. I really enjoyed that book. So I'm definitely really excited to read this. Oh my gosh, like, am I good? Relax, don't talk so fast. Are you good? The way I have like 10 more books in here, maybe not 10 but like 8. Okay, so we have The Soulmate by Sally Hempworth. Yeah. Okay. Picture a lovely cottage on a cliff with sloping lawns, walking paths, and beautiful flowers. It's Gabe and Pippa's Gerald's dream home in a sleepy coastal town, but their perfect home hides something sinister. The tall cliffs that have become a popular spot for people to end their lives over the past several months. Gabe comes to their rescue, literally talking them off the ledge, until one day he doesn't. When Pippa discovers Gabe knew the victim, the questions spiral. Did the victim jump? Was she pushed? And would Gabe, the love of Pippa's life, her soulmate, lie? He would, babe. I'm sorry. I hate to tell ya. He would. As the perfect facade of their marriage begins to crack, the deepest and darkest secrets begin to unravel, because sometimes the most convincing lies are the ones we tell ourselves. Tea. I'm excited about that one too. Okay. So we have Drunk on Love by Jasmine Gilroy. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Gillory. I think that's what it is actually. Gillory. I don't know. Okay, anyways. Okay, Margot Noble needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery with her brother. Enter Luke, sexy, charming, and best of all in the too small world of Napa, a stranger. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and Margot is delighted that she lucked into the perfect one-night stand she'll never have to see again. That is until the winery's newest hire, Luke, walks in the next morning. Margot is determined to keep things purely professional, but when their every interaction reminds her of the attraction still bubbling between them, it proves to be more challenging than she expected. Luke Williams had it all, but when he quits his high-salary tech job in Silicon Valley in a blaze of burnout and moves back to Napa to help a friend, he realizes he doesn't want to tell the world, or his mom, why he's now working at a winery. His mom loves bragging about her successful son. How can he admit that the job she's so proud of broke him? Luke has no idea what is next for him. One thing is certain, he wants more from the incredible, smart, and sexy woman he hooked up with, even after he learned she's his new boss. But even if they can find a way to be together that wouldn't be an ethical nightmare, would such a successful woman really want a tech world dropout? Set against the lush backdrop of Napa Valley wine country, nothing goes to your head as fast as the taste of love, even if it means changing all your plans. This sounds really good. I'm really excited about that one. Brooklyn. Okay, by Tracy Brown. I have not read any of these authors that I picked, so that's really interesting and really fun, I think. Let's get into it. Dang. In her final and arguably best book, Tracy Brown crafts a tale about a master manipulator and serial survivor who will scorch earth to get what she wants. When she is found murdered, the question isn't who killed her, it's who wouldn't. Oh my gosh. This already sounds crazy. But also, who is Tracy Brown? Did she die? It's her final book. I have lots of questions. Anyway, Brooklyn Melody James, the 3 names, I'm telling you, the 3 names, has finally gotten the punishment she deserves after leaving a web of lies, heartbreak, and betrayal behind her. Damn. What did she do? As her life slips away, Brooklyn remembers the events that shaped her into the cold, calculating creature she became. Brooklyn learned the art of hustling from her parents, who used the church to get money. Idolizing her father and despising her mother, Brooklyn is determined to be the type of woman who makes her own rules. When her back's up against the wall, she sacrifices her family, takes the burnt offering that remains, and runs away. In New York City, young Brooklyn charms her way into the inner circle of hustlers, catching the eye of Hassan, one of the major players in the game. Breathlessly in love, he brings Brooklyn into his operation, where she earns his trust and his associates. With the keys to the kingdom in her hand and unfettered ambition burning in her soul, Brooklyn takes everything, leaving promises of bitter retribution behind her. From DC to Maryland, Brooklyn burns bridges and breaks hearts. What she doesn't realize that someone is prepared to end her reign of terror. As she faces her killer and her fate, Brooklyn's stunned that justice comes from the least likely place. That sounds so interesting. I'm really, really interested to read that. That's gonna be a really good one, I think. Okay, hey guys, so as you see, I'm in a whole different shirt. Yeah, I had to go and, you know, do things with the family. Also, so when I first started making this video, it was like 5:30. And it's now 10:21. So love that. But let's dive back into my haul, okay? Okay. So next we have The Hunting Wives by Mary Cobb. And just like a disclaimer, if like you're looking to order books from Bookoutlet, it's like a discount store for books online. And so as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but some of the books come like there's dust or dirt or something on this book sleeve. I don't really care, not that big of a deal for me. But like this book is like in mint condition. I don't see anything wrong with it, but like this book has the Target sticker on there. Okay, so it seems pretty random. Like I said, I don't really care, but just like for your knowledge, if you've never ordered from this site before. Anyways, what is this about? The Hunting Wives share more than target practice, martinis, and bad behavior in this novel of obsession, seduction, and murder. Okay, Sophie O'Neill left behind an envy-inspiring career and the stressful competitive life of big city Chicago to settle down with her husband and young son in a small Texas town. It seems like the perfect life with a beautiful community in an idyllic, I know this word, I just can't pronounce it, rural community. But Sophie soon realizes that life is now too quiet, and she's feeling bored and restless. Then she meets Margot Banks, an alluring socialite who is part of an elite clique secretly known as the Hunting Wives. Sophie is completely drawn to Margot and swept into her mysterious world of late-night target practice and dangerous partying. As Sophie's curiosity gives way to full-blown obsession, she slips further away from the safety of her family and deeper into this nest of vipers. That does not sound good. When the body of a teenage girl is discovered in the woods where the Hunting Wives meet, Sophie finds herself in the middle of a murder investigation and her life spirals out of control. Okay, well, that sounds good, honestly, low-key. So I'm excited about that one. What else do we got? Another Christmas book. I ordered this because I think that this is a movie on Netflix and the movie looked good, so I was like, let me read the book first and then read the movie. But it's past Christmas, so I don't want to read it or watch the movie, so we'll wait till next year. But Something from Tiffany's, okay, by Melissa Hill. New York City at Christmas and a visit to Tiffany's is the perfect recipe to sweep a girl off her feet, unless fate has other plans. Widower Ethan Green and his daughter Daisy share a fierce love for Christmas time in New York, truly the most magical time of the year in the city that never sleeps. So what better way to invite Ethan's girlfriend Vanessa into their family than with a trip to the city and an engagement ring from its most famous jeweler? But Ethan and Daisy aren't the only ones picking up a Tiffany's treat. Scrambling for ideas on Christmas Eve, Gary Knowles swoops into the jeweler for a quick gift with a big name appeal for his brilliant girlfriend Rachel. When their worlds collide for a small moment, everything changes, and only time will tell if true love will prevail. I might have to read that even though it's not Christmas. I'm not going to, but I might. That sounds good. Okay. Next, 27 Minutes by Ashley Tate. Oh. This is what the back looks like. And that's why I was like, oh, it says the question, the secret, the truth. Ooh. Okay. The question. For the last 10 years, the small claustrophobic town of West Wilmore has been struggling to understand one thing. Why did it take young Grant Dean 27 minutes to call for help on the fateful night of the car accident that took the life of his beloved sister Phoebe? If he'd have called sooner, she might still be alive. The secret. As the anniversary of Phoebe's death approaches, Grant is consumed by memories of that night on the bridge and everything he lost. His future, his reputation, his little sister. And the secret he's been keeping all these years is suffocating him. But he and Phoebe weren't the only ones in the car that night. Becca was there. She knows what happened, and she will do anything to help Grant keep his secret. Okay. The truth. Everyone in West Wilmore remembers Phoebe, but only June remembers that another person was lost that night. Her brother Wyatt had been missing for 10 years, and now June is alone, no family, no friends, until someone appears at her door. Until someone appears at her door. Someone who may know where Wyatt went all those years ago. Someone who knows what really happened on the bridge that night. Someone who is ready to tell the truth. Taking place over 3 days and accumulating in a shocking twist that will leave you breathless. Will it? 27 Minutes is a gripping story about what happens when grief becomes unbearable, dark secrets are unearthed, and the horrifying truth is revealed. Now, I know that this is what they're supposed to do, is gas the book up, but I am thoroughly intrigued. And I think this might need to be like one of my next reads, because what the hell happened on the bridge? I must know immediately. Like immediately. Okay, so next up we have Winter Street by Ellen Hildebrand. I'm really excited to read this because I've heard such great things about her and her books. Like she literally has so many books. Like look. And I don't even think that's all of them. So I'm super excited to dive into this, but I think it's a Christmas book if I'm not mistaken, because Winter Street, that sounds like a Christmas book, low-key. Let's see. Kelly Quinn is the owner of Nantucket's Winter Street and the proud father of 4 children. Patrick, a hedge fund manager, Kevin, a bartender, Ava, a school teacher, and Bart, the only child of Kelly's second marriage, who has recently shocked everyone by joining the Marines. As Christmas, it's a Christmas book. Excuse me. I'm like a little congested, which I think is why I'm tripping over all of my words today in this video. It's driving me crazy, but we progress, we keep going. As Christmas approaches, Kelly is looking forward to spending some quality time with his family at the end. But when he walks in on his wife Mitzi kissing Santa Claus, or the man who plays Santa at the annual Christmas party, utter chaos descends. I can imagine. Okay. With his 3 older children reeling in their own dramas, and Bart unreachable in Afghanistan, it might be up to Kelly's ex-wife, the nightly news anchor Margaret Quinn, to save Christmas. Before the mulled cider is gone, the delightfully dysfunctional Quinn family will survive a love triangle, an unplanned pregnancy, a federal crime, a small house fire, many shots of whiskey, and endless rounds of Christmas caroling in this heartwarming novel about coming home for the holidays. Okay. Interesting. That's all I'm going to say about that. I won't be reading this anytime soon at all. Like, I'm really weak that I got like at least, I think I got 3 Christmas books and Christmas is over. I'm very much a mood reader, so I'm not reading a Christmas book in the middle of the year. I'm not reading it right after it is over. So like, I just have to wait to read it until next Christmas. Next, we have The House of Eve by Sadiqa Johnson. Okay, so let's read. In 1950s Philadelphia, 15-year-old Ruby Pearsall is on track to becoming the first in her family to attend college, but a taboo love affair threatens to pull her back down into poverty and desperation that has been passed on to her like a birthright. Damn. Eleanor Quarles arrives in Washington, D.C. with ambition and secrets. When she meets the handsome William Pride at Howard University, they fall madly in love. But William hails from one of D.C.'s elite black families, and his parents don't just let anyone into their fold. Eleanor hopes that a baby will make her finally feel at home in William's family and grant her the life she's been searching for. But having a baby and fitting in is easier said than done. With their stories colliding in the most unexpected of ways, Ruby and Eleanor will both make decisions that change the trajectory of their lives. Wow. That's interesting. I'm interested to see how the hell how their stories intertwine. They seem so on opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, okay. Excited about that one. Okay, I have 3 books left after this one, so. This one is Darling Girls by Sally Hempworth. Oh, that's crazy, because it's the same author. Hopefully I like her writing. That's random that I got 2 by the same author. I didn't think I did. I think it's not random, but interesting, I guess. Okay. Sisters, Secrets, Love, and Murder. Ooh, okay. For as long as they can remember, Jessica, Nora, and Alicia have been told how lucky they are. As young girls, they were rescued from family tragedies and raised by a loving foster mother, Mrs. Fairchild, on an idyllic... Let me look this word up because I need to know... This is the second time I've seen it, and I need to know how to pronounce it. Like...
Idyllic.
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 Idyllic. Okay. So, where was I at? Let's just start over. How about that? Let's just start over. For as long as they can remember, Jessica, Nora, and Alicia have been told how lucky they are. As young girls, they were rescued from family tragedies and raised by a loving foster mother, Miss Fairchild, on an idyllic farming estate and given an elusive second chance at a happy family life. But their childhood wasn't the fairy tale everyone thinks it was. Miss Fairchild had rules, Miss Fairchild could be unpredictable, and Miss Fairchild was never ever to be crossed. In a moment of desperation, the 3 broke away from Miss Fairchild and thought they were free. Even though they never saw her again, she was always somewhere in the shadows of their minds. When a body is discovered under the home they grew up in, the foster sisters find themselves thrust into spotlights as key witnesses. Or are they prime suspects? A thrilling page turner that will make you question whether the past can ever truly be buried. Okay, that sounds good too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got that situated. Next up, we have Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. Okay, so let's get into it. Sharp-tongued and secretly soft-hearted, Kiki Banjo has just made a huge mistake. As an expert in relationship evasion and the host of the popular student radio show Brown Sugar, she's made it her mission to make sure women of the American Caribbean Society at Whitewell College in Southern England do not fall into the mess of situationships, players, and heartbreak. But when the queen of the unbetrothed kisses Malachi Corday, the guy she just publicly denounced as the waste man of Whitewell, in front of every black Wheelian on campus, she finds her show on the brink. They're soon embroiled in a fake relationship to try and salvage their reputations and save their futures. Kiki has never surrendered her heart before, and a player like Malachi won't be the one to change that, no matter how charming he is or how electric their connection feels. But surprisingly entertaining study sessions and intimate late-night talks at old-fashioned diners force Kiki to look beyond her own presumptions. Is she ready to open herself up to something deeper? A glorious, funny, and sparkling debut novel, Honey and Spice is full of delicious tension and romantic intrigue that will make you weak at the knees. Ooh, okay. A couple of things. I don't like reading books set in England, and I don't like reading stories about people in school. So this book has both of those. So, well, hold on. Okay, it's a college. I don't like reading about kids in like high school. I can deal with college for the time being. I can deal with college. But high school is just really like a no-go for me. All right. You made a fool of death with your beauty. What a title. I mean, come on. And this cover? Please. By Akowake Emezi. So, Faye Adekola. I can't tell if that's right or not. Wants to learn how to be alive again. It's been 5 years since the accident that killed the love of her life, and she's almost a new person now. An artist with her own studio, sharing a brownstone apartment with her best friend Joy, who insists it's time for Faye to ease back into the dating scene. Faye isn't ready for anything serious, but a steamy encounter at a rooftop party cascades into a whirlwind summer that she could have never imagined. A luxury trip to a tropical island, decadent meals in the glamorous home of a celebrity chef, and a major curator who wants to launch her art career. What? She's even started dating the perfect guy, but their new relationship might be sabotaged before it has a chance by the dangerous thrill Faye feels every time she locks eyes with the one person in the house who is definitely off limits. His father. T. How far is Faye willing to go for a second chance at love? Kaweki Izini's vivid and passionate writing takes us deep into a world of possibility and healing and the constant bravery of choosing love against all odds. That sounds really good. Also, that's Loki. I like that trope where it's the girl and her boyfriend's dad. I don't know why. I read a book earlier this year like that, and it was kind of tea. It was kind of tea. So I'm excited about that one. And last but not least, I'm so excited to read this. So Jodi Picoult. Oh, I didn't realize that this was by another author too, Jennifer Finley Boylan. Okay. The 3 names. I'm telling y'all, the 3 names. I need to start going by my middle name also. So it's like when people say my name, it's like boom, boom, boom. I love a 3 name. I love a good 3 name. Anyways, I'm so excited to read a book by Jodi. I have seen so many reviews and so many, thoughts about her books, and everyone just loves her. So I'm very, very excited to tap in. Hopefully I like her just as much as the public does because I have high hopes. I really do. Okay, so let's read what it's about. Olivia McPhee knows what it feels like to start over. Her picture-perfect life living in Boston, married to a brilliant cardiothoracic, I don't think I pronounced that correctly, surgeon raising their beautiful son Asher, was upended when her husband revealed a darker side. Well, that's never good. She never imagined that she would end up back in her sleepy New Hampshire hometown, living in the house she grew up in and taking over her father's beekeeping business. Lily Campanello is familiar with do-overs too. When she and her mom relocated to Adams, New Hampshire for her final year of high school, they both hope it would be a fresh start. And for just a short while, these new beginnings are exactly what Olivia and Lily needed. Their paths cross when Asher falls for the new girl in school, and Lily can't help but fall for him too. With Ash, she feels happy for the first time, yet wonders if she can trust him completely. Then one day Olivia receives a phone call. Lily is dead. Oh my God. And Asher is being questioned by the police. Olivia is adamant that her son is innocent, but she would be lying if she didn't acknowledge the flashes of his father's temper in Ash. And as the case against him unfolds, she realizes he's hidden more than he shared with her. Mad Honey is a riveting novel of suspense and an unforgettable love story, and a moving and powerful exploration of the secrets we keep and the risk we take in order to become ourselves. Okay, come through, Jody and Jennifer. Well, that was my haul. Of all of my books from Book Outlet, and I got 1 2 3 4 5 9 10 11 14 15, and I guess you can count the second copy of this that I got, so 16, I guess. Yeah, this one was $27. I had it for $5.99. Thank you, Book Outlet. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You'll definitely be seeing these this year in some reading vlogs. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you want to read any of these, or if you've purchased from Book Outlet. What are your favorite books on the site? Let me know. I'm not going to be purchasing any books in 2025, but I can still add it to my TBR and maybe read it on my Kindle. Okay? Or get it at the library. Yeah, you know? So yeah, that's literally all I have, and now I'm just like rambling. So let me go. But yeah, thanks again. See you guys in the next one, and check out Book Outlet. Thanks. Bye.